Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. You know, Doug from Griddle Cook Eat More, he started all of this. He made that chopped cheese sandwich, it looked great. But I wasn't gonna do the same thing, so I did a variation. Did a Washington chopped cheese, did a chili dog chopped cheese, did a pizza chopped cheese. That was good. And then Doug came back and did a St. Louis chopped cheese. Pretty damn good looking sandwich. So, a few weeks ago, we brined a bunch of tri-tips, and with some of them, we took them and smoked them and made pastrami. But I took two of them, set them aside, and ground them up. So if you brine the meat and then you boil it or steam it, then it's corned beef. If you smoke it, then it's pastrami. So I have some ground corned beef. So we're gonna make a chopped cheese Reuben today. So I've got everything together. All the rest is gonna be done out at the griddle except for the judgment. And we'll get some judgment. We'll see ya out at the griddle. All right, here we are out at the trusty griddle. Once again, I'm using hoagie rolls from a local bakery, Noble Bread. Absolutely amazing. Just like the times before, we don't want the inside toasted, we want the outside good and crispy. So I'm gonna get these down on the griddle and then get weights on them. Get them squished down, but not quite like paninis, just a little bit. We'll give them about 2 minutes on each side, and then we'll move on to the next step. We'll see you then. Now it's time for the main event. The ground corned beef goes down. 2 pounds of it for 6 sandwiches. I've got my badass Halo spatulas here with the scoop feature that Doug forgot to use on his video. Use those to chop this up. Oh, you immediately get that corned beef smell. It is absolutely amazing. Alrighty, I gotta remember, the director don't like sauerkraut, so I gotta have at least enough for one sandwich that doesn't have the kraut on it. So I'm gonna set some of this corned beef aside. The rest of it gets a sauerkraut. I found this Sazón brand at Walmart. It's crafted in beer barrels. You can definitely smell the beer when you open this up. This is the best sauerkraut I have ever had. Highly recommend it. So it goes on top of our corned beef. For the normal people, a little bit of Thousand Island dressing. I cannot overstate how awesome these spatulas are. And now the Swiss cheese. Put about 3 over here for the director's stuff, and the other 9 goes for everybody else's. We're gonna let that go until the cheese starts to melt, then we're gonna chop it all together, get it on those buns, and then get those buns inside for the next step. All right, due to all sorts of normal Oasis craziness, everybody's gone that likes sauerkraut, so I'm gonna have to try this myself. But first, we're gonna cut into it. Previous lesson learned, these are best hot, so I wrapped them up as soon as I had them off the griddle and chucked them in the oven on warm. Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's give this a shot and see how we did. With the exception of the rye bread, that screams Reuben. All right, Doug, it's back to you. What you got for me?
Take your best shot.
I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. Hey, leave us a comment. What kind of chopped cheese would you like to see me do next? I have another idea in my head, but you might have a better one. So as always, loyal viewers, thank you so much for watching. Until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.